Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I think I've seen this scenario before, but I can't remember where. And the scenario is like this. I bring troops and military equipment around your country as much as I can, and I get closer and closer and closer to your borders with rockets, and then when you claim with no justification that you feel threatened, I just ignore you. And then when you say stop bringing and coming closer, I say, well, it's not aimed at you, it's aimed at those guys over there. And when you say, well, I will have to react, again, I ignore you. And when you react, see, you're the aggressor. You're the aggressor, and we have to react in our defense to protect the whole world. Does that scenario sounds familiar? I don't know. I think I saw it in a movie. So, what am I talking about here? We have this little thing coming from actually an ABC News. Chinese surveillance balloon may trigger US's action against Beijing. Official. Okay? All right. Well, what kind of action could that be? Let's find out. This is from February 9th, 2023. A State Department official said Thursday that the Biden administration is looking into, and I'm quoting, taking action against China for the surveillance balloons sent over U.S. territory. After shooting down what the U.S. said was a Chinese spy balloon that traveled the U.S., the official said the administration is weighing actions to reprimand Beijing for the incursion into American airspace, as well as broader efforts to expose the address its surveillance activities that threaten national security. Now, I gotta tell you this, and I hope you know, it's not the Chinese that are only the ones spying on the Americans. That's anyone who can and has interest spying on America. And everybody spies on everybody according to their interest, national interest. So if you think that the United States does not spy on China, then obviously, what can I tell you, right? So you cry, oh, they're doing this, and you don't do anything. I will remind you of that incident. I think it was 1961. Oh my God, I mean, don't bring that up. It's so long ago. Well, it is, but if someone raped my grandmother, it doesn't mean that act should be just forgiven and forgotten. Still, that person is guilty of that, even if I bring it about my great-grandmother. Correct? Correct. So, let's see here. Remember 1961, I think it was about the U-2, the spy planes that the United States were, conducting operations surveillance over Soviet Union. Remember that one? Yes, you do. If not, I tell you, and you can check it out. I think it was 61. It was not 61. In 61, the incident occurred when the Soviets were able, baboons as they are, to build an interceptor, a fighter jet that was capable of going to a very high altitude and close to the U-2, and shoot it with a missile. That's exactly what happened. The Americans denied that they do surveillance missions, spying missions. No, we don't do, because the Soviets, could not prove. But then the Soviets said, okay, we're going to show you. Send that, shot it down, U-2 went down, the guy parachuted himself, the pilot, I can't remember if it was one or two, but I think it was only one that was alive. And the Soviets got the guy, put him in very nice, and they said, hey, the world, the United States is spying over our territory. And the United States came and said, no, we don't, they're lying. And the Soviets put on the TV this guy. Yes, I'm a pilot of the U-252 point loser, and I was shot down on a mission. And Americans were like, that's not reality what you see over there. So the Soviets caught the Americans with the pants down, with a flashlight. Hey, what are you doing there? Okay, so So this to remind you that this happened from the beginning of time. When you spy on the enemies, you crawl around the hill and you look, hey, those guys are about to attack us. Hey, they're over there, about 5,000, I think. I don't even know if 5,000 was a number at that time. But anyway, so don't be so naive. And this guy, we're going to react. Well, how are you going to react? You say, well, Emil, you said that actually, how are you interpreting this when obviously they were the ones that cast the first stone? Well, I have to remind you that about a week and a half ago, I covered an article from the American press, being very proud that they cut a deal with the Philippines, building 5 more military bases over there. And they were trumpeting and celebrating and ejaculating in group ejaculation that they now created encirclement of the aggressor China. They say the complete arch, that's how they call it, arched against China's aggressive behavior in China's neighborhood, mind you. Okay, but the Americans did that. So who brought who to whom? I didn't hear about Chinese going around the United States and building stuff. Well, because they can't. Well, I'm not about being able or not. Is this a fact? It is. Where is China? Where is the East China Sea? Where are the Philippines? Where is the United States of America? Who came to whom? Again, remember how I started this little video. I saw that movie that I was talking about, the scenario on the movie. Remember that one? Okay, now they're bragging about that. And now they say, well, this could be something. We have to react a little bit. That means what? And wait for what? For the Chinese to say, you know what, guys, back off. No, we're not going to back off. That threatened our national security. Okay? What? I mean, you can elevate whatever you want to whatever you want if you want to punch someone in the face. Hey, what are you looking for? Oh, that's a threatening behavior. I'm going to have to defend myself. Bang, bang, bang. Basically what happens. Now, if that balloon was of national security threat, why didn't the Americans shoot it when it was going over Alaska? Wasn't there a national security then? When did it become a national security? When we started flying over what exactly position? Right? It violated the territorial, how do you call it, air. I'm losing my mind here. You know what I mean. The air, Jesus Christ, man. The airspace, Jesus Christ, right? It violated it from when it entered from Alaska, went over Canada, and went diagonally southeast over a whole entire territory of United States. And you shoot it after it completed its mission. If it was a national threat, why didn't you do it before it became a national threat? Anyway, so you know what I mean. So going by that, let's see how and what they're ready to do to this, right? To the Chinese. They're going to attack them? No, they're not going to attack them. They're going to just create an environment until the Chinese, they hope, will snap, and then they will point the fingers. Look, see, they are the aggressors. How do I know that? Look at this one. Associated Press, I'm ready. All right? U.S. General to aggressors. Allies are battle ready in Asia. This is not from today, actually. This is from a few days ago. Let me see if I see the date here somewhere. It says here today. I think I got it yesterday, but it doesn't really matter. So they are battle ready. This guy says, hey, what are you doing with that hand over there? Anyway, so Manila, Philippines, what they tell you? So they are battle ready, and they say the aggressors. I'm gonna save you from reading all this, but you can obviously do. They're gonna name the aggressors, obviously North Korea and China, right here. Okay, so let's go back to the first article. After shooting down, threatened the national security. Okay, but we shot it after it completed its mission. Very, very smart. It's like I let you do that so I can come back and smack you. All right, or at least escalate it to a point where I can, make you snap, being surrounded by my defensive forces, arguing that the U.S. has sent a clear message to Beijing by downing the aircraft, the floating balloon. Oh yeah, with that F-22 Raptor, the first kill. That's how the media covered that little thing. The balloon was like bop, 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 moving like this. Boom. Man, that was a fantastic mission. Purple Heart. There you go. America, America. Okay. Oh, am I supposed to sing that one? I think it's becoming politically incorrect to sing that one. Oh my God, we get into that bullshit life here. Anyway, and I'm quoting, it is clear that they have been scrambling to explain why they violated U.S. sovereignty. See? All right, why are you looking like that at me? That's an aggressive act. I have to react because that is violating my whatever. And I come and punch you, basically. But I'm not going to come and punch you. I have to make you snap because otherwise I could be perceived a little bit as being the aggressor and still have no plausible explanation. And have, because you don't accept its explanation, but you're right, that's fine. My problem with this is the following, my friends. If it's such a big deal, why didn't they shoot it down then? Because they knew about it when it just got up in China and started moving towards South Korea, Japan. It went over South Korea, over Japan, Bering Strait, Alaska, Canada, diagonally southeast United States, and shot in South Carolina in the territorial, over the territorial waters of the United States of America. It fell in the water. And it said, oh, it's because we were afraid the debris will fall over people, humans. That went over Alaska. I don't remember more than, I don't know, moose, elk, not elk, how do you call those Santa Clauses? Reindeer, Kodiak bears, and a few Inuits. Because I can't call them as we used to somehow. You see how they train us? Some people train us what words we should use. Who are those guys and why do they think they have the authority to train us? Not called Eskimo. No, Emil, you're kind of like, what? Anyway. So, tomorrow I want to be called God. How about that? Are you going to change that because I say so? It's insulting if you call me Emil. All right? And if I have another crazies like me, and we all demand everybody else to call us like that because we don't like to be called, I don't know, Romanians, for instance, what are you going to do? You're going to change it into gods? Are you crazy? You have the right to call whomever, whatever you want. And if someone feels insulted, I can get insulted for many reasons. Many reasons if I want. Oh, I feel insulted because I can find any justification. So this is what it is with these guys. But let's see, what are these guys going to do? So the official said, adding the China surveillance program, maybe, okay, adding the China surveillance program, and I'm quoting, will only continue to be exposed, making it more difficult for Beijing to use it for intelligence gathering. Again, you're not clean either, I guarantee you that. The comments came as all members of Congress were getting classified briefings, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what's going on. Let's see here. And I think the official confirmed the U.S. assets that China has offered. Okay, what are the consequences? Sensitive sites. Sensitive sites after it flew over the whole. China has conducted 4 balloon surveillance missions over sensitive sites within U.S. territories. Why didn't you shoot them down there in recent years? Why didn't you shoot them down? Anyway. All our strategic areas were made sure were buttoned down. Okay, let's see. And Biden threatens that whatever. I have talked to him during this. The Chinese do not answer the phone for you guys. So, I don't see anything what these guys are going to do. It's just that they will just take care of, it says here, I haven't talked to him during this, he said. All right, Biden. Asked in an interview with Judy Woodruff of the PBS NewsHour whether U.S.-China relations had taken a big hit, Biden responded, no. That's what you think. I haven't talked to him during this, he said. And I'm quoting again. The idea of shooting down a balloon that's gathering information of America and that makes relations worse? Look, I made it real clear to Xi Jinping that we're going to compete fully with China, but we're not looking for conflict. Well, that's yeah, that's what you think, and that's been the case so far. All right, so that means like this. I look at you and I want to do something, I want to harm you. And you don't give me any reason. And I say, well, you're not my enemy, you didn't do anything. And then you look at me like this, and I say, hey, that's a threat, national security. Go over there, bang, and then I say, I didn't hit you. Your face hit my fist, actually. And I'm not your enemy. No, I am not. What happened, it was just your face fell on my fist right here, okay? One time. I mean, you can call that like a fight, can you? Or aggression or what? No. Assault? Nah. So this is basically what these guys are, gaslighting us, my friends. And they think it works. It works, but not with you and I. It works with the weasels, and there's plenty of them. I think they're a majority, actually. Not I think. That's my assessment. Yeah, that's actually thinking. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.